Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to our RANA SIR educational channel. Today I will talk on a topic whose name is motion of connected bodies. In this topic, I will explain some portion of it. Therefore, you concentrate on this topic to understand clearly what is the concept of two bodies which are connected with a string, and both objects are moving on a smooth horizontal plane. So we have to also get what is the tension between two objects with string, and also we have to calculate the acceleration of both objects. Okay, on this topic you have to know its concept clear. Therefore you have to like this live video, and also you share this live video with your colleagues, friends and students, so that they can also update their knowledge on this topic. Simultaneously, I am going to tell you one information which is important and you have to follow it properly. First of all, you have to take one notebook and one pen, and then you have to sit at your location positively, properly and safely to know what data are written on the blackboard, and also you write those informations which are spoken by me. Okay students, so positively you stay at this point to understand the written concept. Okay, now positively I am going to express it. This is the class 11 physics, that is in Hindi, English medium and also in Hindi medium. First of all, I will translate. I will explain all data in English medium, and then I will translate all those information into in Hindi, so students who are reading in Hindi medium and also in UP board, those students can understand its concept in detail. Okay, now it is also based on NCERT pattern. Okay. Now here I will say the motion of connected bodies. It means that is also called in Hindi, that is sambandh pindo ki gat. Okay, now in this topic that is motion of connected body, it means that we have to explain about if two bodies, yeah, objects are mutually connected with a string. If two bodies which are mutually connected with a string and both bodies are staying on a smooth surface and both objects are connected with a string. Okay, so we have to calculate in this case what is the force of tension between these two objects, and also what will be the acceleration of both body. Okay, so I will explain with a diagram, and then I will calculate it mathematical calculation, and then we have to also give some numericals on this topic. Okay, it is also called in Hindi यदि दो वस्तुएं परस्पर दूरी से जुड़ी हो. So this information positively I have to explain. Therefore you concentrate on this live video to understand its concept in detail. Okay students, so you follow it positively. Okay, now here if two bodies are connected connected mutually connected with string. So here I am considering one smooth plane. Here I am considering one smooth plane, and on this smooth plane I am taking two objects. One object which has mass m1. This is the object and which has mass m1. Now another object which has mass m2. It is also connected with a string. So here I will say this is the string. So here this body of mass I will say m2. Now I will say if one force which is applied on body m2, in this case I will say one tension will apply within this string. Okay, now separately I will say if this both objects are moving with force F, so in this case I will say one tension force will act on this object and other tension force will act on this object. If it is moving, so its direction will be this side, but its direction will be backward side. So because here I am saying this is the smooth inclined plane, smooth inclined plane, smooth horizontal plane, smooth horizontal plane. This is a smooth horizontal plane. Okay, so we have to calculate this force in two situations. Here one situation I am going to say, if I will take one plane which is available smooth and its mass is m1. Now if here force is going forward, so its direction will be this side, so here will be one tension force T1. Okay, now other object I am going to also resolve here. If F1 is going this side, if force F is going this side but mass is m2, in this case I will say tension force will be this side, tension force will be this side. So with connected with string, this m1 object and m2 object both will move in forward direction. So T1 will have direction left side of mass m2 and T2 have a direction, T2 has a direction of force T which is in forward direction. Therefore I have resolved here, because m1 object I have written here and m2 object I have also written here. Now I am going to hatch this one. Okay, so each and every student will understand this is the mass and which has a body which has mass m1, and this is the another body which is mass m2. Okay, now these two body, a body which has mass m1 and another body which has mass m2, both are connected with a string. So there is a tension T. So separately I have divided here. So if force is going forward direction, so direction of this mass will be forward, but direction of this force is forward, but opposite direction will be a force, and that force is the tension T. Okay, now with this tension this force will go outside, because go in forward direction. Now here this plane I am saying this is the smooth horizontal plane, this is the smooth horizontal plane. So here I have to write smooth horizontal plane, smooth horizontal plane, gentle. This is the smooth horizontal plane. Okay, so according to Newton's second law of motion, I have to calculate force with this object and also with second object, and then after calculating I will find the net force value. And after getting net force value, because both objects will move with a same acceleration, because object 1 which mass is m1, it will move with a acceleration a, I have to assume, and with that acceleration that object will also move. So this is the combined figure, and one force which is going in forward direction, so second object is also going in that direction. It means that there is a thread between these two objects, both force. One force will be backward with object second, and one force will be forward with object first. So in this case, so tension in the left hand side object and tension in the right hand side object, both will be same. So it means that I will say both objects are moving with common acceleration. Okay, so we will use this concept to find the common acceleration, and also we will find the tensile force. Okay, so this is the way, and we will apply the Newton's second law of motion, and then we will calculate its acceleration and also value of the force. Okay students, so you concentrate here. I am going to find its acceleration, and after getting its acceleration, I will also explain, that is, I will also describe all information in Hindi, so students who are reading in Hindi medium, all those students can understand its concept in detail. Okay, now you concentrate here. I am going to explain according to second Newton's law of motion. Here I have to write according ACCORDING, according to Newton's second law of motion. Second law of motion. I have to write here. So F is equal to capital M into A. So both masses are moving in forward direction. It means that I will say that force will be as F is equal to M, capital M into A. So capital M is equal to M1 plus M2. We have to write M1 plus M2. Okay. So here I can say capital M which is equal to capital M which is equal to, I will write M1 plus M2. This is the mass of first object, and this is the mass of second object. Okay, so I will substitute the value of M in the first equation. After substituting, we will get the value of A. Okay students, so after substituting, I will say F is equal to, here I will write F is equal to M1 plus M2 into A. Into A. So I have got this expression in the form of acceleration, mass M1 and mass M2. F is equal to M1 plus M2 into A. So after simplify, I can get acceleration A which is equal to F divided by M1 plus M2. Okay, so according to this way, I can obtain the value of A which is equal to, if I will simplify this expression, so after simplification, I can write A is equal to F divided by M1 plus M2. Okay, so from this expression, I will say a object which has mass M1 and another object which has mass M2. Both objects will with a common acceleration A, and that value is F divided by M1 plus M2. It means that this is the sum of all masses. So here there are two masses, so I will divide F divided by M1 plus M2. Okay, so if we have to calculate the value of tension, so we can use this force, which again I will apply in this figure. What is the tension value? In this case I will write, so tension T, which is equal to m1 T is equal to m1 into A. I will substitute the value of A, which is equal to F divided by m1 plus m2. So this formula I will use, and after using I will get its value. Okay, so and if we have to calculate this tension according to this way, so I will put there m2 into F divided by m1 plus m2. So I can write similarly, F is equal to, if F is equal to, I can write, that is T is equal to m2 into F divided by m1 plus m2. This is the information I have got with the help of Newton's second law of motion. Okay, so I hope that you are understanding all these information. And second concept I can also explain, that is also simple. Okay, so that concept I will use here, and after using I can derive same information. Okay, so A is equal to F divided by m1 plus m2, and tension T, which will be equal to mass of second object into force divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, student, now this concept I will explain with another way to get the same value. Okay, so you concentrate here. I am going to explain that information. Okay, so positively I am going to erase it, and after erasing second concept of it I will describe. Okay, you concentrate here how we have to write the equation, and after writing equation we will simplify. After simplify I will get same information. Okay, so positively I am going to erase this one to explain the second way of this question. Okay, so I will say, according to Newton's second law of motion, here I will write, according to Newton's second law of motion, I will say T is equal to F is equal to ma. It means that m1 into A. I will say this is the first equation. So I have written here, this is the second Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law of motion, T is equal to m1 into A. It means that F is equal to ma. Here I will also say, because this object is moving forward, so if this object is moving forward, so according to Newton's second law of motion I can write there F is equal to ma. So m is m1 and A is acceleration A. I have already assumed that this object is moving, so with acceleration will be A. So here I have written T is equal to m1 into A. This is the equation number 1, and this is the information of first figure, related to first figure. Now this object is also moving, second object is also moving in forward direction. So I will say force F, which is equal to also m into A. In this case I will say this force is going, this object is going forward. It means that this force F, which is greater than this force tension T, which is equal to, I will say, m into A. So m is written here m2 into A. I will say this is the equation number 2. Okay, now if any object which is moving forward direction, in this case we have to write their information F is equal to m into A. This is the Newton's second law of motion. So this object here, force is available T, so this T is equal to m into A. So this object has mass m1, so in the place of m I have to write here m1, and acceleration is A. So I will say for this object this force is available. Now this object is moving forward direction, and this object is moving forward direction with force F, but in the back side one force is acting, so direction is opposite. So resultant force we have to calculate F minus T, and F minus T, this is a force, F minus T, this is a force, and this is a force, and according to Newton's second law of motion, I have to write here M into A. In the place of M, I have to write here M2, because this is the object which has mass M2, and this object will also move with a same acceleration, because if these two objects I have combined here with a string, so one tension force will be there. So separately I have considered here. So here I have written here tension T, which is going in forward direction, but this force is going forward direction, but this force is acting in the backward side. So we have to take its resultant force, and that resultant force will be a force according to Newton's second law of motion. I have to write here M into A. So in the place of M, I have to write this object is M2. So I have to write this is the M2 into A. So I have got two equations in 1, 2, and 3 variables. So with the help of these two equations, I have to get the value of F. Okay. So according to addition of these two equations, so here I will write one statement adding both equation and equation number 2. On adding, here I will write one statement. That statement will be important, and you have to remember it. On adding equation number 1 and equation number 2. On adding equation number 1 and equation number 2, and then here I will write we get. So after adding, we will get information. So after adding, so T, and this is the T, and this is minus T. This T and T will cancel out. So after adding, I will write in the left hand side that will be F, but in the right hand side I have to write M1 A plus M2A. So here you have to concentrate here, because here A or A will be common. So I have to write here M1 plus M2. I will take A common, so I can write here M1 plus M2 into A. So this is F. This is F is equal to M1 plus M2 is equal to A. So I will get the value of A by simplification. After simplify, I will get A is equal to F divided by M1 plus M2. Already I have got these information, all these information by previous way. Okay. So A is equal to F divided by M1 plus M2, and here I am also getting, after simplification I will write A is equal to F divided by M1 plus M2. Okay, this is the second way, and this is the important way. We have to use this concept to find its solution. Okay, now further this all these information I am going to erase here. After erasing, and then I will say, so after simplification I have to write here A acceleration A is equal to F divided by, here there is no space, so I have to write there. Okay, so after simplification I have to write here A is equal to F divided by M1 plus M2. Okay, so properly I have to write here, so each and every student has to know its concept clear. M1 plus M2. If any student has any query or doubt point, so student need to write information in the comment section, and you have to send it positively, and then I will see, after looking your comment, then I will give the appropriate solution of your question positively. Okay, again all the information we have to also get the tension T, which is acting on second object, that is the mass M2. Okay, so we have to also get, because here I have got the value of A. If I will substitute the value of A here, so I will get that value. If I will put the value of F here, acceleration value here, and I will simplify it. After simplification, I will also get its value m2. Okay, so according to this way, I have to get the required information. Now I have to further get the value of m, the value of tensor which is acting on m2. Okay, so I will say according to Newton's second law of motion, here I have to put there the value of a, and after putting the value of a and after simplify, I will get its value, that is t1. Okay, so I will say this is the equation number 3. Now I will write one statement. That statement is important. If I will write there putting the value of a in equation number 1 for getting the value of t. Okay, so that information I have to write, and after writing I will use that concept positively. So here I will write putting the value of acceleration a, putting the value of acceleration a from equation 3, from equation number 3 in equation number 1, in equation number 1, in equation number 1. Here I have to in equation number 1, and then here I will write we get. So positively I am going to write here we get. Okay, so here I have written one statement, and you have to understand that statement positively. First of all, here I have written putting the value of a from equation number 3 in equation number 1 we get. So this is the equation number 1, and this is the value of a. The value of a I will substitute in the equation number 1, then we will get. So that value will be, as here I am going to write t, which is equal to m1. In the place of a I have to write f divided by m1 plus m2. So this is the information of tension force which is acting between first object and also in second object. Okay students, so you have to follow it positively. So all these information I will explain in Hindi. So student who are reading in Hindi medium, that is in UP board, those students can understand its concept in detail. Okay students, so you concentrate here. Okay, इसमें कहा गया है कि अगर मोशन ऑफ कनेक्टेड बॉडीज, जो संबंध पिंडों की गति है, यहाँ पर दो पिंड लिया गया है। एक पिंड जो होता है m1, एक पिंड है जिसका मास m1 है, दूसरा पिंड है जिसका मास m2। पिंड का मीनिंग होता है वस्तु या पार्टिकल या कोई कण होता है। इसमें दो भी हम वस्तु लिए हैं, एक वस्तु जिसका मास m1 है, दूसरा वस्तु है जिसका मास m2 है। अब ये दोनों वस्तु को जो होता है एक डोरी से हमने कनेक्ट कर दिया है। देखिए वह डोरी में जो होता है मास जो होता है, उस डोरी का मास जो होता है एकदम निगलेक्ट है। निगलेक्ट मतलब वो लगभग 0 के इक्वल है। तो उस दोनों मास को एक डोरी से कनेक्ट किए हैं। वो लाइट थ्रेड है, डोरी को हम थ्रेड के नाम से जानते हैं। उस थ्रेड से जो होता है दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट को हम कनेक्ट किए हैं। कनेक्ट करने के बाद से दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट को जो होता है एक स्मूथ मतलब चिकनी समतल प्लेन पर रख दिए हैं और उसके बाद से उस पर एक फोर्स से दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट को जो होता है फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में हम मूव करा रहे हैं। इस तरीके से कि जो पहला ऑब्जेक्ट है जिसका मास m1 है उस पर टेंशन T काम कर रहा है और दूसरा ऑब्जेक्ट जिसका मास m2 है उस पर भी T काम कर रहा है, लेकिन इस पर जो T काम कर रहा है इसका डायरेक्शन जो होता है फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में है और इस सेकेंड ऑब्जेक्ट पर जो मास है उस पर फोर्स का डायरेक्शन जो टेंशन T का डायरेक्शन जो होता है बैकवर्ड है। तो इसको सेपरेटली हमने क्या किया, दो पार्टों में डिवाइड कर दिए। तो हमने कंसीडर किया कि दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है एक फोर्स F से जो होता है फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में मूव करता है। तो इस जो थ्रेड है, थ्रेड को हम डोरी कहते हैं। इस डोरी में जो टेंशन होगा, टेंशन भी एक फोर्स होता है, वो फोर्स का डायरेक्शन जो होता है फॉरवर्ड होगा और उसका मास m1 है। तो न्यूटन सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन से हम कह सकते हैं कि न्यूटन का सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन कहता है कि किसी वस्तु का मास और उस वस्तु का मूवमेंट में जो त्वरण होता है उस त्वरण के गुणनफल के बराबर होता है। तो हमने कंसीडर किया कि इस पर ये जो टेंशन फोर्स है, ये फोर्स जो होता है फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में मूव करा रहा है इस ऑब्जेक्ट को, इस वस्तु को, तो वह फोर्स बराबर होगा उस ऑब्जेक्ट का मास और उसमें एक्सीलरेशन। चूंकि हम देख रहे हैं दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है मूव कर रहा है तो दोनों का एक्सीलरेशन त्वरण जो होगा समान होगा, इसलिए इस ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए, इस वस्तु के लिए जो फोर्स होगा वो T बराबर m1 इंटू ए होगा। इसी तरीके से अगर हम कंसीडर, इसलिए हम इसके लिए हम एक कंडीशन इक्वेशन 1 कहे। अब हम इस पर चर्चा करेंगे कि जब मास दूसरा वस्तु है जिसका मास m2 है, यह फोर्स से जो होता है फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में मूव करता है, लेकिन इसके बैकवर्ड डायरेक्शन में एक टेंसर फोर्स T काम करता है। फिर भी यह ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है फॉरवर्ड में मूव करता है। इसका मीनिंग यह हो गया फोर्स F का जो मैग्नीट्यूड होता है वो ज्यादा है, मैग्नीट्यूड और डायरेक्शन वो ज्यादा है फोर्स या टेंशन फोर्स T के रिस्पेक्ट में। तो हम इसका रिजल्टेंट लेंगे F माइनस टी जो होता है जब ये मोशन में होता है। तो हम जानते हैं न्यूटन के सेकेंड लॉ के अनुसार F इज इक्वल टू m इंटू ए होता है उस ऑब्जेक्ट का मास और उसमें जो उत्पन्न त्वरण होता है उसके गुणनफल के बराबर होता है, इसलिए F माइनस टी विच इज इक्वल टू m2 इंटू ए। यह इंफॉर्मेशन इस सेकेंड जो फिगर बना, इस फिगर से हमने इस इंफॉर्मेशन को हमने लिखा। उसके बाद से हम देख रहे हैं कि हमको इसमें जो होता है, इसमें जो फोर्स है उस फोर्स का वैल्यू क्या हो, उस फोर्स के वैल्यू को कैलकुलेट करने के लिए हम इक्वेशन 1 और इक्वेशन 2 को क्या किए हैं, ऐड किए हैं। ऑन एडिंग इक्वेशन 1 नंबर 1 एंड इक्वेशन नंबर 2, इक्वेशन नंबर 1 और 2 को ऐड करते हैं वी गेट, उसके बाद से हम पाते हैं, क्या पाते हैं, जब हम ऐड करेंगे तो उसमें किसी तरह का साइन का चेंजिंग नहीं होता है। इसलिए हम जब ऐड करेंगे प्लस से माइनस से कट जाएगा, ये लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में बचेगा, राइट हैंड साइड में m1 a प्लस m2 a मिलेगा। उसके बाद से हम ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हैं कि ये जो होता है दोनों टर्म में जो होता है कांस्टेंट कॉमन है, तो उसको a को कॉमन लिए और ब्रैकेट में हमने m1 प्लस m2 लिखे, इसलिए f इज इक्वल टू ब्रैकेट में m1 प्लस m2 इंटू a हो गया। अब हम इसको सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे, सिंप्लीफाई करने के बाद लिख सकते हैं a इज इक्वल टू f डिवाइडेड बाई m1 प्लस m2। ऑलरेडी हमने सिंप्लीफाई करके यहाँ पर नोट किया। ओके स्टूडेंट, आई होप दैट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर इट पॉजिटिवली। नाउ हम इसके बाद से हमको टेंशन फोर्स का तो वैल्यू हमने कैलकुलेट कर लिया, उसमें एक्सीलरेशन जो कॉमन एक्सीलरेशन है उस कॉमन एक्सीलरेशन का वैल्यू क्या है उसको भी हमने यहाँ पर फाइंड आउट किया। उसके बाद से हम देख रहे हैं यहाँ पर हमारे पास दो इक्वेशन है, दो समीकरण है। इक्वेशन को हम समीकरण के नाम से जानते हैं, एक समीकरण ये है, दूसरा समीकरण ये है। अब हम a का वैल्यू अगर यहाँ पर सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे और सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे, जो वैल्यू हमें फोर्स का मिलेगा वही वैल्यू जो होता है इक्वेशन 1 से भी मिल सकता है। तो इक्वेशन 1 में अगर एक्सीलरेशन a का वैल्यू रखेंगे तो हमें डायरेक्ट t का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा, लेकिन इक्वेशन 2 में रखेंगे तब पर भी t का वैल्यू वही मिलेगा जो इस समीकरण 1 से आया है, चाहे इक्वेशन 1 से आया है। तो इसमें जो होता है थोड़ा सा सिंप्लीफिकेशन होगा, a का वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे, उसके बाद से t का वैल्यू निकालेंगे और इक्वेशन नंबर 1 में डायरेक्ट a का वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे तो हमको डायरेक्टली t इज इक्वल टू m1 f डिवाइडेड बाई m1 प्लस m2 होगा। इस तरीके से हम अगर दो पिंड या दो से अधिक पिंड जो होता है कनेक्टेड होता है, तो वो अगर जितने पिंड कनेक्टेड होते हैं सीरीज में, तो उस केस में हम क्या कहेंगे कि उसका सभी सभी ऑब्जेक्ट का वस्तु का जो त्वरण होगा, त्वरण को इंग्लिश में एक्सीलरेशन के नाम से जानते हो, वो एक्सीलरेशन सबके लिए सेम होगा। और प्रत्येक ऑब्जेक्ट, दो ऑब्जेक्ट के बीच में जो होता है टेंशन फोर्स हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे। टेंशन भी एक फोर्स होता है, टेंशन फोर्स कैलकुलेट करेंगे। जो टेंशन फोर्स हमको रिक्वायरमेंट होगा उस फोर्स को हम इसी तरीके से सिंप्लीफाई करके निकाल सकते हैं। ओके स्टूडेंट, आई होप दैट यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग this concept clearly. Okay, if you have any doubt, so you write your doubt point या query point regarding this topic in the comment section positively, and you send, and then I will positively look your comment, and then I will give the appropriate solution of your question in detail. Okay student, now we will also solve some numerical which is based on this topic. Okay, positively. So you concentrate here how we have to get the common acceleration value and how we have to get the tension force and total force. Okay, so we have to also get the resultant force and also what will be the acceleration. If acceleration will be given, so what will be its tension force. Okay, so all the information I have to calculate positively, so you concentrate here to understand its concept also. Okay, I hope that you are understanding this topic, because in this connection I have to explain this way. If I will connect another object, so I will get another tension force also. So this is the way. According to this way we will calculate two or three bodies which are connected mutually with a स्ट्रिंग। स्ट्रिंग मीन्स होता है धागा। जब कोई दो ऑब्जेक्ट या दो से अधिक ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है अगर धागे से कनेक्टेड है, धागे को हम थ्रेड कहते हैं। अगर थ्रेड से या धागे से कनेक्टेड है और स्मूथ प्लेन को वो मूव कर रहे हैं, तो उसमें रिजल्टेंट फोर्स कितना होगा, उसमें टेंशन फोर्स कितना होगा, एंड व्हाट विल बी द common acceleration value. So we have to use all these concepts to find the common acceleration value and also tension force and also resultant force of such types of connection of the object. Okay, of the objects. So I hope that you are understanding all the information in detail. Okay, so students who are reading in English medium, yes, CBSE board, those students are knowing these concept in detail. If you are getting any doubt, yeah, any confusion, yeah, any issue which is related to this point name is motion of connected bodies. Here I have connected two bodies. If I will connect three bodies, so I will use same concept to find the tension force of each object and also resultant force of the object, and what will be its common what will be its acceleration, because each and every object will have the same acceleration value. Okay student, so now I am going to write one question which is based on this topic, and positively I will use this concept to get the value. Okay, get the requirement information of the question. Okay, so I hope that you are understanding clearly. Okay, now after this I will erase positively these informations, and then I will write one question, and that question I will give solution with the help of this method. Okay student, so you concentrate here to understand how I will use this concept in the written question. Okay, so you concentrate here. Now I am going to erase it positively. Now I am going to write question which is based on this topic. If two objects which are connected which are connected with a light thread, with a light thread, and moving with force capital F, which has masses which have masses 50 kg and 150 kg respectively, and that force has acceleration 5 Newton, 5 meter per second square. That force has acceleration 5 meter per second square. Find the value of force F and tension force T of second object. Okay, so I have written one question. In this question there are two objects which has mass 50 kg and also 150 kg, and these two masses means these two objects have been connected with a light thread, means a thread, lightweight, that has no maximum weight, means lightweight, and moving with a force F. So we have to also explain that force has also that force is moving with a acceleration, and that acceleration also given here 5 meter per second square, 5 meter per second square. So we have to get what is the force, resultant force, and what will be the tension force of second object. Now first of all I will draw its diagram, and after drawing its diagram, so I will calculate the resultant force and also what will be the tensor force we have to also calculate. So you concentrate here, and first of all you have to approach according to this way. First of all you have to write solution, SOLUTION solution, and then you have to write given that. So these information you have to write from the question given that. So light thread is two objects which are connected with a light thread, and the both object is both objects are moving with force F. Now, which have masses m1? It means that first object which has mass 50 kg and second object which has mass m2 and its value is 150 kg. Now, both objects are moving with a acceleration a whose value is 5 meter per second square. So these informations are available in the question number 1. Now we have to find the value of F. What is the value of F? And we have to also find what is the tension force which is available in the light thread. Okay, so positively I will evaluate its value. Now I am going to draw a horizontal smooth plane, and here I am writing one object which has mass m1. So here I am writing m1 and another object which has mass m2, and it is written like this. So m1 value, the value of 50 kg I have assigned here in m1, and 150 value I have assigned here in m2. Now the value of acceleration 5 I have assigned in parameter a. So m1, m2 and a, f and t, all these are the parameters. So m1, m2 and a has parameter. These are the parameter, and this parameter I have assigned with a particular value. Now with the help of this value, we have to calculate the value of f and also the value of t. Now t is acting in between these two objects. Okay, so separately I will consider, and after considering we will get the value of x. Now here I have applied a force F. With this force, both objects are moving in forward direction. So both objects are moving in forward direction. So this is the object. Here I am hatching it. So first object and second object, both are moving with force F, and this is the smooth horizontal plane. Okay, so positively I will write its concept, and after writing its concept, and then I will get its value. So according to previous question, if I have got the m1 plus m2 into a, I have got its value. So here I will use m1 has value 50 kg and m2 I have already written here. M2 is equal to 150 kg, and the value of acceleration that is available here 5 meter per second square. So here I have to write 5 meter per second square. So after adding 150 plus 50, that will be 200 and into 5. So here I have to write 5 to 10. It means that 1000 Newton. Okay, so here the value of F I have got 1000 Newton. Okay, so this is the one requirement of the question I have got here. Okay, so in the previous question I have solved in separate figure, and after resolving I have got the value of F, which is equal to m1 plus f2 into a. It means that we have to take the sum of masses of both objects into acceleration a, because a is a acceleration. With that common acceleration, both object is moving in forward direction. Okay, so with the help of that concept I have got the value of F. Now we have to get the tension force on the object m2 in this on the object, on the second object. So here on the second object we have to take the mass m2. So we will use the concept, and after using the concept formula, and then we will evaluate the value of m2, that is m2 t is equal to m2 into f divided by m1 into m2. So I will use that concept to find the tension force. Okay, so here I will use that concept to find that value. Okay, so here I am going to before I want to translate all this information into Hindi, so student who are reading in Hindi medium, those students can understand its concept clearly. Okay, so first of all हम इसको एक्सप्लेन करेंगे कि इस क्वेश्चन में कहा गया है कि दो ऑब्जेक्ट इस तरीके से है कि वो दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट को एक थ्रेड से डोरी से बांधा गया है और डोरी से बांधकर जो होता है एक फोर्स जो होता है उस पर अप्लाई किया जा रहा है और उस दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है एक हॉरिजॉन्टल स्मूथ का मीनिंग ये होता है वो चिकनी सरफेस है, उस चिकनी सरफेस पर वो दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में मूव कर रहा है। तो जब फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में मूव कर रहा है जिसका मास m1 और m2 का वैल्यू दिया गया, एक का वैल्यू जो होता है 50 केजी का मतलब किलोग्राम है और दूसरे का 150 जो होता है किलोग्राम मीन्स 150 केजी है। लेकिन दोनों जो ऑब्जेक्ट जब मूव करता है उस केस में जो होता है एक्सीलरेशन का हिंदी होता है त्वरण का मान जो होता है 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर दिया गया है। अब कहा गया है कि जिस फोर्स से ये मूव कर रहा है उस फोर्स को का मान बताइए। तो हमने प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन में कंसेप्ट में डिफाइन किए थे कि जब दो ऑब्जेक्ट जो होता है मूव करता है, दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट को किसी डोरी से बांधा गया है और किसी फोर्स से मूव करता है, तो उस क्वेश्चन में फोर्स का वैल्यू जो होता है m1 प्लस m2 इंटू ए आया था। तो m1 जो होता है उसका वैल्यू 50 केजी है और m2 का मान जो होता है 150 केजी दिया गया है। दोनों को वैल्यू को ऐड करके 5 से मल्टीप्लाई किए, 150 प्लस 50 200 इंटू 5 मीन्स 5 2 10 1000 न्यूटन आया। अब इसी तरीके से हमें दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट के बीच में जब टेंशन फोर्स को कैलकुलेट करना है, कब जब वह टेंशन फोर्स जो होता है मास m2 पर अप्लाई होता है। तो मास m2 पर अप्लाई होता है तो उस केस में उस टेंशन फोर्स को कैलकुलेट करने के लिए हम कंसेप्ट को यूज करेंगे। उस कंसेप्ट को यूज करके उस टेंशन वैल्यू को हम कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं। तो इस पर अगर हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो इसका मास इंटू फोर्स मीन 1000 डिवाइडेड बाई हम लिखेंगे m1 प्लस m2 2000। उसको सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे, सिंप्लीफाई करने के बाद से हम कह सकते हैं कि उसका वैल्यू जो होता है 150 इंटू 1000 डिवाइडेड बाई 200 220 कैंसिल 2 5 जा 10 750 न्यूटन आएगा, 750 न्यूटन आएगा। ओके, these are the information we have to solve it। ओके, तो एक सॉल्यूशन ये ऑब्टेन किया। अब दूसरे सॉल्यूशन को ऑब्टेन करने के पॉसिबली हम रिमूव करेंगे। रिमूव करने के बाद से अकॉर्डिंग टू न्यूटन सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन हम कह सकते हैं एफ जो टेंशन टी होगा m2 इंटू एफ डिवाइडेड बाई m1 प्लस m2 होगा। तो हम कह सकते हैं कि जब दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट को सेपरेट करेंगे तो सेपरेट करने के बाद से प्रत्येक ऑब्जेक्ट पर हम फोर्स को कैलकुलेट करेंगे। तो फोर्स को कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो इस पर फोर्स टेंशन T बराबर m1 इंटू एफ डिवाइडेड बाई m1 प्लस m2 और इस पर कैलकुलेट करेंगे वो फोर्स जो होता है एफ माइनस टी इज इक्वल टू m2 इंटू ए। जब इसको सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे तो हमें एक वैल्यू मिलेगा। उस वैल्यू को फाइंड आउट करने के लिए हम कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर सेकेंड ऑब्जेक्ट का मास जो होता है कितना दिया गया है 150 केजी। 150 केजी हो गया। उसके बाद से न्यूटन एफ का वैल्यू जो होता है हमने ऑलरेडी फाइंड आउट किया कितना है 1000 और 1000 को मल्टीप्लाई किए उसके बाद डिवाइड कर दिए कितना m1 प्लस m2। जब m1 का वैल्यू जो होता है 50 है और m2 का वैल्यू जो होता है 150 है। इसको सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे, सिंप्लीफाई करके हम इसके वैल्यू को फाइंड आउट करते हैं। ओके स्टूडेंट, So I hope that you are understanding all these information positively. Okay, now we have to also write its concept. T is equal to, here I have to write 150 into 1000 divided by 150 plus 50, that is 200. So I will say 1010 is cancelled out, 10 second 0 will cancel out. After simplify, I will say here 150 into 10 divided by 2. I have to write here 2. Okay, after simplify, I have to write here T is equal to 150 into 10 divided by 2. I will say 2 1 are 2 and 2 5 are 10. So 15 5 are 75 into 0. It means that I will say the tension T is coming 750 Newton, 750 Newton. Okay, student. So positively you have to follow it, this concept, to get the solution of the written question. Okay, student. I hope that you are understanding numericals and also its solution. Okay. On the previous concept, I have written this numerical and then I have applied those concepts to get its value. Okay, student, I hope that you are understanding very clear. Okay, if you have any doubt, any confusion, so you write your doubt, confusion, issue point regarding this topic and you send positively, and then I will look, and after looking, we will give the appropriate solution of your question in detail. Okay, student, thank you for watching this live video. Jai Hind, Rana sir. I will meet you on the same time, and that is 30 minutes past to 7 o'clock to 30 minutes past to 8 o'clock. If question will take too much time slot, so I will give after completing the topic, and then I will terminate the communication with you. So you have to follow it positively. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.